What's happening, guys? Welcome to Let's Talk Comics, and tonight I want to talk about Gatchaman. This is a collection put out by Mad Cave. Cullen Bunn is the writer on this series. Now, this is not a property that I am terribly familiar with. I know kind of the rough premise of it. I know that it is a cartoon that here in the United States was known as Battle of the Planets. I think it was also known as G-Force. It kind of is I'm not sure if it's the first show that has like the five, it's kind of a lot like Voltron, where there's five heroes of different personalities. You've got the leader, you've got the strong guy, you've got the smart young kid, you've got the token girl character, and I think all of that originated here with this cartoon, this Gatchaman, G-Force, Battle of the Planets, whatever you want to call it. Like I said, it's not something I am terribly familiar with, but I picked up this hardcover at my local comic book shop and read it. And Cullen Bunn did a really good job of explaining everything about it to me as a new reader, someone who was not familiar with this property. He caught me up on the lore, the good guys, the bad guys, the whole entire concept. So he was very successful in getting me up to speed on it. But the whole series, all these issues, it really had a very cartoon vibe to it. It was very successful, and I've seen one or two episodes of the cartoon and they didn't really grab me, but the comic itself had a very much a cartoony feel to it, like the way that you have the cliffhangers, you have the team being summoned, that whole type of feel. So I'm not sure if Cullen Bunn is someone who is a big fan of the property. I would not be surprised, because it seems like he really treated everybody incredibly true to form. He was very respectful of everything from what I can tell. Now, that being said, I'm not the biggest expert on this property, but I didn't really see anything in this book here that would give me an indication that he was kind of going rogue, so to speak, on this property or whatever. But if you are someone who is a fan of Gatchaman, then I highly recommend this book by Mad Cave. This is the first volume. There's another volume that's after this one. I think it's only the 2 volumes out so far. But like I said, I was someone who was not a incredibly knowledgeable about this, but yet the writing of Cullen Bunn and even the art feels very cartoonish, has a very cartoony look to it. The faces are very expressionistic. You have this scene right here where each person gets like a little section where they give their input upon what's going on, and you can totally see something like this going on in an episode, where you've got everyone on the team reacting, issuing commands. So like I said, the artwork very cartoony, fits the book, fits the vibe of it. And Cullen Bunn, I think I'm going to take this to Heroes to get him to sign it. So it'll be interesting to see if he was a long-time fan of this cartoon or not. Like I said, I wouldn't be surprised if he was, because he handles it very, very well. But Gatchaman, something that I was not familiar with, but really enjoyed this hardcover right here. So if you do like this property, I highly recommend checking out the Mad Cave comics that they put out for it. So till next time, talk to you guys later. Have a good night. Bye-bye.